Hi, this is Paul Simmons with Simmons Funeral Home, and you're watching Orangeburg's Educational Network.
Mr. Pilot, so now James is back over here. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, James coming back to, talk to Mr. Scoville, which was his teacher, and, just tell him about everything that you got taken care of with your certification.
Well, I completed building 1, 2, and 3, and it was a NCC-ER certification program, and I passed the test and all, and I got my card, and then I had to go back online and fill out all the other paperwork, and I was just discussing with him again how I'd filled it all out, and he asked me how it went, and I said, I've taken care of everything. And he said, that's good, and kind of went from there.
Right, this is certification as a construction person, because your dad is in that business, and you're following in his footsteps. I know we've had that conversation before. James, you make us proud, man. And plus, he's a Livingston, and he's from North. So he really, so we all of us are connected down there. One of our good people. James, much continued success to you.
Thank you.
Thanks for spending some time.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Tell us who you are for the camera. What do you do here?
My name is Geneva Sharrett, and I'm a secretary here in the attendance office at Technology Center. And I've been here for 19 years.
Thank you for your service.
All right.
Now, Mr. Isaac Haler.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Isaac Haler has been on our radio show several times.
Yes, that's correct.
He is the director for sickle cell here in Orangeburg County, and you're visiting us at the Technology Center today. Tell us why you're here.
Well, I'm really I'm here because technology. I had a son just graduate from technology here at Hebe with Nesbitt, and really I was here to see the director of Nesbitt, Ms. Pelder. So I'm on my way out, but I'm always over here because I'm concerned about the students at the Technology Center.
It's parental involvement. That's all right. We're good to see you always.
Yeah, always. Thank you. All right.
What do we have?
This is the Project Lead the Way engineering
Okay,
program.
Project Lead the Way. Okay. Hello.
This is Ms. Pelzer.
Hello, Ms.
She's the
Pelzer.
instructor for the Project Lead the Way engineering program, and she's also the advisor for the NSBE organization. And NSBE organization is one of our strongest organizations that we have here at the Technology Center. They just competed in regionals. They went to Charlotte, and they came in 3rd place in the trimathlon. Yeah. And
Well, if you would tell us what the program consists of and tell us about the competition.
Project Lead the Way is a national engineering curriculum program, and here at the Technology Center we teach digital electronics, civil engineering and architecture, intro to engineering design, and principles of engineering design. We also have the capacity to teach biotechnical engineering and engineering design development, which is like a capstone projects class. The kids can design anything. And so as part of what we do here, I also have chartered a National Society of Black Engineers Junior chapter. And so the kids have been very active in that. They have participated in robotics, in the science fair, and the trimathlon is one of our reigning achievements. We have the trimathlon really is a tutoring program, and it's designed to help students achieve better scores on the SAT and ACT. So they have to come weekly for tutoring, SAT, ACT level math tutoring, and it culminates in a competition when we go to regionals. So every year in the 5 years we've existed, we've gone and competed in the regionals, and every year we have placed. So we've placed 1st place twice and 3rd place 3 times. And I should say that's against like 10 other states in the District of Columbia. So that's not the region of South Carolina. That's the up and down the Eastern Seaboard region. So that says a lot about the kids from Orangeburg, that they can go and compete against anybody in math. So
It also says a lot about their instructors. We want to thank you for your service. It's one of the things we love to do here at our program is highlight the good things that are going on, because so often you read the newspapers, you get jaded pieces of this and that, but you don't get the full scope and the full story, and oftentimes you're not able to put a face with the name and the people who are providing the leadership. And we want to thank you so much.
You are very welcome. I love what I do, and I think it shows when I do it. And I just am very passionate about these kids. And my saying is, if I teach them, they can learn. And if they haven't learned it, it's because somebody didn't teach it to them. And so my goal is just to teach them, because I know they have the ability to learn it.
All right, tell us what this is.
This is an article that was done by the National Society of Black Engineers. It was featured nationally and internationally, as a matter of fact. When our executive director came last April for a banquet, he was surprised to see so many of our former students in nuclear engineering at South Carolina State. And little known note, I helped to set that program up in 2001. And so now I have students who have matriculated to the nuclear engineering program at South Carolina State, and many of them are girls.
The Savannah River plant is somehow involved with this to some degree?
Yes, they have provided some of the funding. I think Areva is one of the companies that have supplied funding for the nuclear engineering program. We were funded by the Department of Energy. And these students, they go to South Carolina State and they graduate with a bachelor's degree in nuclear engineering, and they have a full ride.
Oh, wow.
Full ride, complete scholarship all 4 years. So these girls are going to come out making $80,000, $90,000.
So this is where the STEM is really paying off.
Science, technology, engineering.
Getting people's minds moving in that understanding. Yes. And these are women. Wow. This is fantastic.
Yes, nuclear engineering.
Well, once again, it says a lot about the work that you guys are doing.
They're our former students.
Yes. For our audience, would you give us your name?
My name is Kevin Smalls.
Okay, what do you do?
And I teach pre-engineering here at the Technology Center.
Where are our students going in pre-engineering? I mean, are their eyes lighting up? Are the light bulbs going off?
Well, for the most part, they are. A lot of them seem interested in like computer engineering, things like that. So a lot of them in that field, and some are engineering, civil engineering, architecture. They seem like they're interested in that. So I see those be promising.
How long have you been doing this?
This is my 8th year teaching.
Well, we appreciate it. You've got a New York background, don't you?
Yes, sir. I was born in the Bronx.
I can hear it. I know it. I know it. Well, welcome back, and we really appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
Will you give us your name for the audience?
Hello. Yes, my name is Luvera Caesar, and I work with chemistry and physics with the Health Science School.
Majority of students female?
Yeah, but there's a good bit of male.
Where are they going after they leave you?
After they leave me, then they are going to go into, it's set up so that they can get some exposure in their health field area, since it's the health high school. So they're going to go get some exposure on that, and we're working also on a grant with some partnerships.
You have a lot of visitors coming in talking with students as well?
Not yet so far.
Okay, but you guys working on that, getting some from the hospitals and various medical facilities that would come in and talk to students about careers in medicine?
Oh, well, let me take that back then. Yes, we do, because Mr. Sumter does that, and Miss Sereno Jones. Those two have a lot of people, because they are the health professions, a study on that, so they do a lot of that.
All right, well, we want to thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Harvey Elwood. I'm from a show called New Perspectives.
Okay, Artis Coulter.
Mr. Coulter, where you from? North Road?
Orangeburg.
Tell us what you do here.
I'm the information technology teacher.
Yeah, computers?
Computers, yes.
What are these young people doing here?
They creating a game. They already created a game. They're pulling it up, and they're about to play it and show me that they finished. And if they finish, they get a good grade. If they're not, they're going to get a bad grade.
All right. Well, good to meet you, Mr. Coulter. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for over 10 years, but I've been teaching here for 4 years.
Very good. Where did you go to school? Where did you go to school?
Orangeburg Wilkerson. I graduated in 2002, and I graduated from Claflin University in 2006.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate everything you're doing.
No problem.
Now, tell us about, you created this game. Tell us about it.
All right, it's about this person. He's in the military, and he's trying to find his way back home to his family. So he going through all these obstacles to get back home.
What technologies were involved in you to create this?
Games Factory, Multimedia, Fusion 2.
Okay. And you rattle that off real quick. You really know what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what do you see yourself doing when you graduate from high school?
I'm going into computer programming or computer engineering.
Okay. We applaud you and we wish you all the success. Tell us your name, young man.
Jaquan Jackson.
Okay. You had to create a game as well. Your teacher was telling us.
Yes, sir.
And what game did you create?
It's like Like a action shooting game.
Can you show it to us? Oh, you got different levels. Okay. Real creative. That's real nice. How long have you been doing this? This is your third year?
No, my first.
First year. Wow, first year. That's real good. Well, congratulations. What do you plan on doing with your career when you graduate?
I'm trying to I'm basically go to college for like computer technology.
Okay. Much success to you. Now, young lady, I want to get to you. Tell us about this racing game that you got going on over here.
My name's Asia Pugh. This is my very first racing game. It was really hard because the cars are like way faster than my little individual cars, so it's really hard and it's hard to turn. But this is my first one. I'm gonna get better over time.
Is this your first year as well?
No, this is my second year. But this is my first racing game. So this is how the game goes. This is my cover page with my nice little cars and my nice little girl. Yes. And you just race. I be cheating on my own little game because I don't be wanting them to win. And then it just starts over.
Well, that's great. We want to thank you very much for sharing, young people. We thank you for giving us a chance to talk to you guys. And we hope to come back and see you all again. We're in here with Mr. Scoville. Mr. Scoville is one of the instructors here at the Technology Center. And you're also Mr. Livingston's teacher. Mr. Livingston was just here visiting you, and you were getting him some more additional information. I guess even after the students graduate, you still have to be very much a part of their life and following up on their careers.
Absolutely. What we look to be able to do is to give a kid an opportunity to continue their education. And that comes a part of the job that we do here, because this is the first part for what we do, but we know that they have to continue after they leave us. So oftentimes there's a little void of information because they're just getting started with their career. But because I'm in their profession, I know the career much better, then I can fill those gaps for them.
Question, how many students do you have about approximately?
Well, we have, first of all, let's back up and talk about the program.
Okay, please.
The program is an NCCR certified program. It stands for National Center for Construction and Education Research, and it's a nationally certified program. I am what they call a master trainer or a crafts professional, and what I do in my capacity is I train students to be certified in a specific craft area. And so what we do over a 2-year period is we train those students for entry-level employment.
Give us an idea of what some of those areas are, some of those craft areas.
Those craft areas are mostly in this program, it would be under the carpentry division. And then from the carpentry division, everything else branches out from there, because that's generally the base for most construction. And then students can get into specific areas. We couldn't carry all of the construction areas here on campus because it would then require a much bigger campus, of course. But what we try to do is cover what we consider the base area. And the foundation in this program is carpentry. And with that, the student is able to read plans. The student is able to become a professional in safety. They know a lot about all of the general tools. And one of the most important areas, of course, is reading plans, which now they can transfer over into electrical, plumbing, HVAC, concrete work, steel work, everything from that point on. What happens after they have gotten that particular training, then once they come to an employment opportunity, that person will then say, look, you have entry-level skills. You know how to read a rule. You understand safety. You're OSHA trained, because we have a 10-hour OSHA training program. Then an employer would say, here's what we would like you to be able to do. Try you out on this, and then find out what your skills and abilities are. Once they know those skills and abilities, they can say, look, here's what we'd like for you to specialize in. We want you to learn more about this area.
And they will provide them with the additional training that they would need.
They will provide them with the additional training. I consider it like this. I look at it as though when a student comes to us, they're the lead in the pencil. We're the encasement for the pencil, lead. And when they get to the job sharpens them to the point that they can do the job that they're interested in them doing.
That's a great analogy. That's a really good analogy.
Yes, sir. And what we look for, especially in the certification aspect, I'll always be the best student to have is a student who is interested in the training that they're looking for. And the students, this is a volunteer program. With it being a volunteer program, a student has to sign up for this particular class. This is a part of our major.
There was some interest already there, so it's right. It's not like pulling teeth, in other words.
Absolutely. 99% of the work is already done. The student has said, this is what I'm interested in, and I'm providing them with that 1% opportunity.
Because James Livingston, for example, I'm sorry to interrupt you. James Livingston, for example, his father was in construction. So it's kind of an easy transition for him because his father had already guided him in that direction.
Well, one of the things that James mentioned to me, and James has participated with us over a 2-year program and completed the program and has his national certification. With that, James had some background of construction just through the exposure part of it, not through the training, just the exposure. But he was driven by the exposure. Even with his certification and his training, he was also interested in, well, how can my father better himself through some of the training as well? And he wanted to know, well, can my father enroll in this kind of program? I said, well, it is a public type of program that adults can use and be a part of.
Oh, they can. So adults can actually audit your class as well.
Not my particular classes, but we have it on a technical college level. Okay. Greenville Tech, of course, is one of the schools. OC Tech also has a certification part of our program. Denmark Tech also has some elements as well. And so they can go straight into a 2-year training program and come out in an area sort of project manager, you know, so they can come out in that area as well.
Mr. Scoville, we want to thank you so much. Is there anything you want to add or anything you want to share with the audience before we walk out the door?
Yes, the one thing I really want to share with the audience is that we have both male and female, traditional and non-traditional students. I have female students who've gone on to further their career in this profession. And the major goal and thrust of this is to give the student, the person who's interested in this sort of program, an opportunity to excel in life. I know, because I've been teaching 23 years, not every student is going to go to college. And so this sort of opportunity, I have a student who's been accepted at Harvard. I have students who have gone on to a 2-year technical program. And I also have students who are in the military. We call this CBs in the military portion of the aspect of this program. But what we want to consider is what options are available to the student. And that's what we're here to foster. That's what we're here to develop. And we're looking for those opportunities for students. So I'm encouraging all students and their parents to come in and take a look at the program. We start at a 9th grade or 10th grade level. You go with us for 2 years. And after 2 years, hopefully what you should be able to do is complete the program in 11th grade and then perhaps co-op while you're still in school. That is a wonderful opportunity for students.
Co-op means that they can go out and work in some field of the area. Is that it?
Yes, they can. They can go out and work in the field of the area. We do what we call site visits on Fridays. I'd be glad for you to come along with us one time. Nissan is building a new dealership in Orangeburg.
Right here on 601.
Right on 601. And every Friday we've had a chance to work with Jimmy Evans, which is the owner of Amco Construction, and their project managers, their superintendents, as well as some of their foremen and subs.
We were talking to Dr. Pilot about the experiences of the students visiting, and now you're tying it all together for our audience. That's really good.
Oh, yes. And that gives the student a chance to see the real world and understand that, look, this is what I have to do to be successful at this particular profession. Now it takes out all of the guessing of the elements. You no longer have to guess about it. You now know I can talk to this individual and find out more information about it. The NCCR program as a whole gives you a track for both, for 3 things, for right after college going to a 2-year program, going into an apprenticeship program, or 4-year program, with the ultimate of all goals being owning your own company. And it gives you a map of, if you want to go this route, here are the steps you can take to get to that end point. And with that map, it's in a matter of fact of just of guidance.
Well, you've given our audience a lot to think about,
okay,
and we really appreciate it. And what we're going to try to do probably on one of those Fridays, and then we may even come back this week,
okay,
and get out there with you and visit and tour and see exactly the relationship between a major construction company, your students, and the role that you play.
Glad to.
Thank you.
Darian Bonaparte.
Well, tell us about the program.
The program, it pretty much consists of building construction, just different genres of construction work that you need to get onto.
You hope to own your own company one day?
Oh, yes, sir, of course. Of course.
How much money, can anybody in here tell me how much money this field produces? Anybody got an idea? A whole lot, millions of dollars, right? So hopefully y'all will be making some of those millions of dollars and coming back here to Orangeburg and contributing to our community. Good to meet you guys. I wish you, and ladies, wish you all the best success. Tell us your name and tell us.
My name is Gertrude Robinson, and I'm the cosmetology instructor here at the Technology Center.
And who's this young lady by you?
Melinda Staley.
Okay, she must be your best student, a favorite student, a teacher's pet. What is it?
What is it?
I'm just the best student.
That's good. Tell us about this field in technology.
Since my students know everything about this, and I'm going to let Melinda tell you about our program here.
Melinda, tell us.
It's a 2-year program in which we learn how to do hair, nails. We could do body massages, hair removal. We do chemical services. We purchase our kits. We could take our kits after we leave, and once we leave, we can earn our certification.
Quick show of hands. How many of you ladies, because there's no gentlemen in the class at the time, but there are sometimes, aren't there, Ms. Robinson? How many of you ladies plan on owning your own shops? It's all of you, except one. Okay, well, that's good. Somebody's got to work for somebody else, I would imagine. Now, tell us one other thing I wanted to ask you. Aside from owning it, you plan on your own shop as well?
Oh, I plan on using it as something to fall back on.
Okay, so you're going to do this and something else. Okay. You're going to be a spokesperson, a model, a television host?
I plan on doing nursing.
Nursing, okay, very good. Fantastic. So all of you guys want to, so you guys going to be taking business classes as well?
Yeah, I want to own my own business.
Tell us your name.
Dervana Hunter.
Okay, Ms. Hunter, and you?
I actually want to use it as a backup plan too. I want to major in special education.
Okay, so you want to be a teacher. Okay, well, that's good. Well, we thank you guys for spending some time. Does anybody else want to say anything about the program that we need to hear? Anything? What's your name?
Shelby Bell. This is a great school to attend if you want to become a cosmetologist.
You know, you guys seem like a nice group of young people and working together, Ms. Robinson. You got a good class here. Very nice. Ms. Robinson, tell us what this is here.
Okay, in this class, we teach hair weaving, hair enhancement, and this was one of the mannequins that we were actually weaving. It's not quite complete yet, but the students are able to go out, earn extra money by doing hair enhancements. So.
Very good. Maybe I can get my hair braided sometime, too.
Ms. Henderson is our instructor for our desktop publishing.
Come on over, Ms. Henderson. Now, your principal has been praising you. Now, tell us about this desktop publishing program that's going on here.
Okay, actually, I have desktop publishing and also digital input, and what it entails is actually using cameras and making movies and doing a lot of things with digital technology. So we're kind of introducing the kids to new things as far as making movies and being producers.
And I was telling Mr. Pilot that we at New Perspectives are looking forward to having students integrate with us in the television production that we do, and of course the radio stuff that we do as well. Because editing is a big job, and we always have more material than we can edit.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Well, my kids, they've done a lot of things with editing, but you know, because of technology and how advanced it is, you know, we don't have everything that we need, but we're getting to that point. But the things that we're using a lot of things via the internet, and that's introducing them to a lot of things also. But as far as editing is concerned, as far as the camera and doing photos and different things, they're pretty good with that.
We love to integrate our program with you guys, help you guys out, and it'll be a help for us too. All right.
Yes, thank you. Wonderful idea. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
My name is David Brown. I'm a TA. I work in the construction enterprise room where we make picnic tables, benches, and also I'm a bus driver. I help out as far as when we need to go back and forth to OW. I help with that, and also I do the bus route, and then I help monitor the hallways outside and make sure the kids get to and from class on time. So that's basically what I do here at the Technology Center. I've been here 3 years.
You're all around, man. We appreciate you. Thank you much. Tell us what you do here. How long you been here?
Hi, my name is Margaret Bonnet. I'm a custodian at Technology Center. I've been here for 3 years. I make sure the building get clean. I socialize with people. If they need help, I'm there for them, and that's my job.
And she's a wonderful person, too. And thank you so much for your service. We've had a great day here with you, Mr. Pilot. What are your visions, future visions for the Technology Center?
For the future visions for the Technology Center, we're looking at adding another program for next year. We're looking at adding barbering. And as well as we want to make sure that we are continuing to make sure that our students are prepared once they finish high school, whether to go to college or go straight into the workforce.
That's fantastic. We want to thank you so much. We had a great day with you today.
Good afternoon. This is Frank Staley, class of '51, and you're watching the Orangeburg Television Station.